Welcome to the Car Guys, and this week a mini garage update, and also I asked you to tell us what we should do to improve our car collection, and boy did you respond. So we're going to go through all your ideas. I'm going to give my comments on each one of them. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the garage in this deepest, darkest part of winter, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. So if that sounds like your special kind of Car Guys garage vodka, let's get on with it. So it's December 2022, and obviously options for filming cars are extremely limited, especially with snow on the way. So that means some time spent in the Car Guys garage sorting lots of the little jobs and niggles that I've not bothered to do. Will I ever put pictures and memorabilia on the wall in here? Yes, I'm sure I will at some point, but I haven't yet, so please bear with me. However, there are quite a lot of things that I've let grow and fester and I haven't sorted. Chief among which is, of course, I've got a lot of MOTs to do. Now, in the UK, we have this thing called the Ministry of Transportation Test, which is a general roadworthiness certificate that you need to do, and I have to confess, I've really let this one slide. So the 718 Spider needs an MOT, the Porsche 993 C4S needs an MOT, as does the 355 Spider and the Honda NSX and the McLaren 675 LT. But I have managed to do the Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, so not everything is a lost cause. A couple of other little jobs I've got to do. The Porsche 911 GT3 Touring came back from its service on the wrong tyres, so it came on the Cup 2 tyres when in fact it's supposed to be on the 4Ss, which give you much better general driving conditions in the wet particularly, but also in cold winter. The BMW E38 750i needs the roof lining reupholstered, so I need to get that sorted. I've really sat and not done that for ages. Sorry, Jake, I've just not got round to it. I really am useless at some of these day-to-day mundane tasks. Little bit of problem with my Honda NSX. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. I still love it. Not only have I not yet sorted that slow puncture on the rear, but now the clutch is going all the way to the floor. So something else needs to be done there. There's a couple of ideas of what it is, but I need to get this on a trailer and over to a specialist pronto, get it fully serviced, and then I can start enjoying it all the way through 2023. And now onto the Lotus. Now, a bit of a mistake on my part. I forgot to plug it into a trickle charger, so the battery is completely dead. So now I've got to sort out a new battery for this car. It's a little bit tricky to get to, and I also had to, you can see there, remove the front of it in order to try the trickle charger on the standard charging points. Sadly, that didn't work. It's totally dead. It's just lying here dormant. So I need a new battery for this. Need to get that fitted, and then I think this car then I'm going to sell. I think I'm going to let this one go. I should also highlight that there are two problems with two of my Ferraris, but I'm going to tell you about those in more detail in a future episode. So apart from that, the cars are either running fine or will require their standard schedule of maintenance. The 675 LT, for example, will need a full service, as will the 355 Spider, which is also going to have all of its suspension components brought back up to speed and fettled and made perfect. My white 458 Italia has been serviced and is in perfect drivable condition. The Yaris is of course covered in mud and working like an absolute trooper to get me all around the country. And the same goes for the S600 Maybach, which has got a couple of chips on the windscreen, but other than that, is performing beautifully. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Damien, what the hell are you doing? Why have you not done anything to this garage? Why do you not keep it in a lovely condition? Why is it not festooned with memorabilia and pictures? Why do you not care? Well, the only thing I would say in my defense is obviously I also have a life and also drive every Ferrari, and the Watch Guys does take up quite a lot of my spare time. So traveling all around the world, filming Ferraris for you lot, does of course mean that I'm not here as much as I'd like, and it means I've let lots of things slide. But now that it's winter and now I can't go gallivanting all around the country, maybe now is the time to get some of those jobs done. So here we go then, glasses on, it's time to go through what you think will make the Car Guys garage better. First up from Bolale R.02, a front-engined V12 Ferrari would fit in perfectly. Yes, yes it would. Watch this space, my friend. Posters or pictures on the walls, says Ikerno78. All right, yes, I'll get there soon. Surely there's something very pleasing about lovely white walls, yeah? No? Okay, fine. Add a Lexus LFA, says TPAB72. Nice idea. It's not one that I'm actually that passionate about, though, I have to say. Perhaps an Emira, says friend to the channel Rudolf van der Ven. Maybe, but on second thoughts, no. Friend to the channel Martin Boulden says, make a list of the 10 cars you really want, budget allowing, and then sell the lot and start again. Don't think I haven't thought about it, Martin. I think about it on a regular basis, and you may be right, although obviously I can't get rid of this one. Never. Aston Martin V12 Vantage, says Davy Mills. Did come very close to a V12 Vantage, I have to say, and I bottled it at the last minute. So probably, given this old load of duffers already, not sure if I'll go for that one. Spider GT3 says, good question. Add an M3 CSL or an 812 Superfast. Both excellent choices. A 992 Touring is a suggestion there from Jonas Axe. To be honest, I'm perfectly happy with my 991.2 GT3 Touring. I don't really have any desire for the 992 version. An idea to improve the garage from F1 Sut is easy. Build a bigger garage. Well, duh, always an option. Except obviously the very stringent planning permission around this area. Other suggestions coming in hot and fast. Buy a LaFerrari? No. Buy a Zonda? I would if they weren't so flippin' expensive. Another Rolls-Royce? Not sure that's a good idea. Obviously blue. I mean, the one I've got already, I don't drive as much as I should. It's an absolute beast and I love it. And I can't actually think of one that I'd rather have than that one. Ben Nasorio says, you have a Speciale Aperta. I don't think it can get any better. You may well be right, sir. Add a Clio 182, says Jeff's Car Photos. I don't think so. I've been there with the Clio Williams, didn't drive it enough. I just don't think I'm that much of a hot hatchy person, although of course the GR Yaris suggests otherwise. Get an older Ferrari, a 599, 550, 575 perhaps, says Mr. Bar 1. Maybe. Anyone watching the Drive Every Ferrari videos will know that I'm getting quite a soft spot for some of those cars. Alexander YZD says, trade every car that I've got that isn't a Ferrari for a Ferrari and then end up with a garage of only Ferraris. Don't think I haven't thought about that, Alexander, because I have, but probably variety is the spice of life, surely. Fet 2008 says Golf GTI, and then he also suggests rotate driving them more frequently so they get more road time. All right, I'm trying my best. Maybe an Alfa Romeo, says Robbie. Yes, maybe. If it is, it's probably going to be, let's face it, a Giulia Quadrifoglio, of course. Callum Cubbing says, buy a Carrera GT. No, because I didn't actually like it when I drove it. Controversial, I know, but just goes to prove that I'm not in it for just car investments. I do actually like to enjoy driving the cars. A De Tomaso P72, says Targo Floria. I mean, if it wasn't so massively expensive, that would definitely be on the cards because it is absolutely beautiful. One that I particularly like here from FC Detailing, put a lap dancing pole in the middle of the garage. Now we're talking. Jamjar 1010 says, tart up their garage, just add an F40 and an 812. Yep, it's as simple as that. Don't you think I feel bad enough about that already, folks? The Swiss driver makes possibly the best suggestions so far. Get a Renault Avantime. What an amazing suggestion. I have actually looked into this because I do love them inexplicably. And do you know where most of them are? Scotland. Go figure. Quite a lot of suggestions for the 288 GTO, obviously. Good friend of the channel, Steve H Motorsport, says, that's a hell of a question. Well, come on, Steve. That's why I asked it, my friend. Josh Malin says Scuderia or LFA. Out of the two, Scuderia. I just like Ferraris more than Lexus. Stefan Esther suggests either a 288 F50 LaFerrari or even a classic 60s or 70s Ferrari. Blimey, you don't want much, do you? Igor Durdik says, invite Shmi with his Ford GT. Come on, the invitation's always there, Tim, you know that. and Craig Varty helpfully suggests GT4 RS, but that's because he's got one. So there you go, those are all your suggestions. Some of the suggestions that stood out to me: Renault Avantime, always love those. More Ferraris, obviously, you know I love that brand, and I'm sure there's going to be more Ferraris coming. In fact, I think I've just secured one recently that will be coming soon. I think also the suggestion to maybe get rid of more cars and replace them with some new ones, again, something I've been looking at. So thank you very much for all your suggestions. As always, you guys are the best. You're the people we listen to, no one else. Thank you for watching this episode on a mini garage update and what you think we should do to improve the Car Guys car collection. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it entertaining and interesting. If you like what we're doing on the Car Guys, please subscribe, leave comments and likes. There'll be another episode next week.